In question number 9, the given circuit is an LC circuit. For an LC circuit, the resonant frequency is given by 1 upon 2 pi under 1 upon LC. But since we are introducing a dielectric slab inside the capacitor, and we know that the new capacity becomes K times. Dielectric constant of this material is 4. That means new capacity becomes 4 times. If capacity is changed to 4 times, that means the frequency becomes half. Then your option is A. Question number 10. In this question, we have to compare the actual impedances of the branches. If both branches have same impedance, then the bulbs will glow with same brightness. If XC is greater than XL, then brightness of B2 will be greater than brightness of B1. Similarly, if reactance of inductor is greater than XL greater than XC, then brightness of B1 will be greater than B2. So accordingly, option A, B, C, they are correct, and D is wrong, which says B1, B2 will glow with different brightness if frequency is this. Then XL is equal to XC. So option A, B, C are correct, and D is incorrect. Question number 11 is a conceptual question. Option A is based on the phenomena of beats. Beat frequency is the frequency of variation of intensity that varies with F1 minus F2. Variation of amplitude is given by F1 minus F2 by 2. So option A is correct. In B option, whenever there is relative motion between listener and sound, source of sound, if listener approaches the source, velocity becomes c plus VL, and recedes then becomes c minus VL. So due to motion of listener, apparent velocity received changes, that becomes c plus minus VL. When source moves, then due to motion of source, the wavefronts are clustered in front of the source and they are far apart behind the source. That means separation between consecutive wavefronts, which is wavelength, decreases in front of source and increases behind source. That means option B is correct. Option C, which states that in a resulting column, at the fixed end, when a compression pulse arrives, here the velocity of air molecules is in the direction of wave propagation, and when these molecules reflect, once again velocity of molecules is in the direction of wave propagation. That means resultant displacement function becomes 0, but velocity of molecules is still maxima. Therefore, pressure is still maximum at the fixed end. So pressure wave, when reflects from fixed end, does not suffer phase change of pi. So option C is incorrect. Then we come to option D. If we draw a tuning fork, this is the shape of tuning fork. In this tuning fork, the prongs of tuning fork oscillate in this manner, and the stem of tuning fork oscillates in this manner. Then oscillation of the stem is longitudinal and oscillation of prong is transverse. Then option D is also correct. Then correct options are A, B and D. In question number 12, we have been shown that a particle, after entering an electric field, turns its direction through 90 degrees symmetrically. Now we will check the options one by one. Suppose we take option 1. Here they are saying that there are 2 cylindrical electrodes. So naturally those electrodes will make a radial field, which will be inward. The radial field QE will exert a force QE that will be responsible for the circular motion. From this statement A becomes correct. Now we'll check the statement B. It's the same situation. It states that instead of there are two cylindrical electrodes, they are spherical electrodes. Same equation applies to this situation too. That means option B is also correct. Now we check option C, which says that if field has been produced by two parallel plates will exert constant force. That is, motion of this will be like a projectile, and this will become its range. The range of this projectile becomes root 2 r, and force exerted by electrical force was QE. Then acceleration was QE by m. Now applying the formula for the range with angle of position equal to 45 degree. The formula for range gives you root 2r is equal to v square sine 2 theta upon a, acceleration is QE by m. So on substituting theta 45 and solving for E, we can see that option C is also correct. Next, lastly, check option D. If the field produced by two plates is uniform in direction, the radius of curvature trajectory remains constant. As you can see, the path followed will be a parabola. The radius of curvature of parabola is varying. Hence, option D is incorrect. So finally, our answer becomes A, B, and C.